Okay, hello and welcome, my beautiful Aquariuses, to your mid-month reading with myself, Rachel Navy, aka Villagio Strega. We're doing things a little bit differently here. I'm going to be reading the oracle cards here first, and then seeing what kind of energy we can pick up with the tarot. So you'll get Whispers of Lord Ganesha. You will get a medicine card here with the animal totems. You'll get a crystal card, and of course you'll get an Archangel card here. I do have the Moonology deck here coming next week. I'm very excited for that for next month. But let's start with the Whispers of Lord Ganesha and just see what kind of messages are coming out for Aquarius on the collective. I have to admit here too, guys, my wrist is giving me a little bit of trouble. So I'm going easier on the shuffling here for sure. Pardon me. Just to give that a little easement. And I will be reading from the book for these as well, unless I pick up something intuitively that needs to come through. So Aquarius, mid-month October. What does Aquarius need to know for the mid-month of October? Mid-month October for Aquarius on the collective. Now keep in mind, guys, this is a general reading, will not resonate for everyone, so keep what does and leave the rest, please. Don't make it fit if it doesn't, but if you're a cross watcher or you have Aquarius, whether it's in your rising sign, your moon sign, your sun sign, your north node, or your Venus, there should be a message in here for you. And I like the oracle cards because they're a very simple, straightforward energy, whereas the tarot tells the story. We have the hero's journey in combination with those day-to-day things, decision makings. Let's see what we get for Aquarius, please. Aquarius, mid-October. There it is. Okay. Let's see what we're going to do for Aquarius, mid-October. Concentration is the first card coming out with the Whispers of Lord Ganesha deck. The number is 9. Very nice. Very good chi with that energy. But let's see what it is we need to know, or the Ganesha deck would like us to know for Aquarius on the collective here. What is concentration all about? Concentration is utilize the tools, resources, and skills that are available to you, Aquarius. Ganesha will support you with inspired ways to solve problems. You can benefit from inventive forces if you can maintain your power and work with awareness and focus. Act consciously with the understanding that applied effort will get you what you want. Know what you are doing and why you are doing it. You need to be focused on a single objective or purpose at this time. You are asked to channel all of your energy, tools, and wherewithal towards this one goal. Commit to the task and eliminate distractions that will take your attention away from what you are trying to realize. Take the time to research other avenues or possible solutions. Keep a practical approach and work at a steady pace. Remain as objective as possible. Consider how you will better interact with people in your life. It is important to remember to treat others the way you would like to be treated. So keep your concentration, keep your focus for the remainder of the month here, Aquarius. I'm just going to set this card here, and so we can move on to the next one. And I think I'm going to draw the crystal card energy next. Aquarius's concentration. Hopefully you guys can see that good still. All right, what other messages do we have for Aquarius mid-month October 2021? 2 have come out. I have a Strophalite and Laramir. Very nice. Laramir is one of my favorites. What a pretty blue. I'll show it to you here. There's the Laramir. I think you can only find Laramir in the Dominican Republic. Yeah, it actually says that right here. And a Strophalite. Well, this isn't the best of pictures, but a Strophalite carries its own. What is it? A Strophalite gets its name from the Greek words for star and leaf. It forms a precise brown-orange metallic blades that contain titanium and iron. Very rare and very expensive. It's found in only a few isolated locations like Pike Peak in Colorado and in Norway and Quebec. Who needs it? Anyone with permission, a permission slip for an intergalactic field trip. Where to put it? Wherever you go to blow the lid off, i.e. Vipassana retreat, an energy vortex, Area 51. When to use it? When it's time to step outside of yourself, like way outside. Call on the energy of a strophylite to clarify or electrify you with a superhero purpose so you can take flight. Unlock your highest potential with a strophylite. So this is like the Superman stone, huh? Like not the kryptonite, but if I don't know if any of you remember or are old enough to remember, way back in the 80s when the Superman movie, like the first official Superman movie, not the cartoons, came out, and is Jor-El's layer up there in the North Pole or wherever it was, the Arctic, had all like these crystal shards everywhere in it. So definitely fed his energy. Okay, moving on. Laramir. What do we need to know about Laramir here for Aquarius? It's a seafoam toned Laramir is a volcanic blue mineral only found in the Dominican Republic. Its energy is like a spiritual snow cone for the seething and sweltering. Who needs it? The hot-tempered. Any Aries. Where to put it? The super agitated. Stop, drop, hold Laramir in your left hand and commence cooling breathing. I.e., stick out your rolled tongue and slowly inhale and exhale like you're sucking through a straw. Ocean breathing. When to use it? When you feel like all of the world's problems are suddenly just your problem. When anger stands between you and the formation of articulating sentences. Remember, chill is a choice. Ride the cool breeze. And I feel like I should be throwing a Dominican or West Indian African with that. Ride the cool breeze with Laramir. Slow your roll is the message with Laramir. So, now I'm going to move on to a medicine card for you guys. Get my little labradorite out of the way. And as you all may or may not be aware, this is my favorite set of cards with the animal totems. I've been really blessed this year. I was actually just sitting down with my mother talking about all the creatures that I don't normally get to notice here up on the property. And maybe some of them are just starting to emerge within the last 2 years. But this year I've been blessed. I've seen bald eagle, I've seen owl, I've seen wild turkeys, of course, hawks, of course, turkey buzzards, yes. But for bigger critters that are not on the everyday list, there has been bear, there has been heron, there was just a rabbit, a cottontail last night that my daughter spotted. I'm like, what? This is awesome. Always deer, always all sorts of wonderful, beautiful insects. We actually had a praying mantis show up, and that's the first time I've seen a praying mantis in probably 40 years. So really, really blessed, feeling really, really blessed, really connected with the animal spirits and the nature that surrounds me on this beautiful planet, especially in my own backyard this year. So what are we getting, Aquarius? We're getting lizard energy. So we know that's going to be somewhat about transformation, but lizard has some secrets too, especially when it comes to their temperament and how they dream. So 36, let's take a look at lizard energy here. And I'll flip the pages. These are kind of larger in explanations, so I may jump around a little bit more. And there it is. Lizard energy, yeah, it's about dreaming. But what are we dreaming big about? It says, lizard, will you dream with me? Travel across the stars, beyond the place of time and space, their visions of afar. Lizard sat lolling in the shadow of a big rock, shading himself from the desert sun. Snake crawled by, looking for some shadow to coil up in a nest and rest. Snake watched Lizard for a while as Lizard's eyeballs went side to side behind his enormous closed lids. And Snake hissed to get Lizard's attention. Slowly, Lizard's dreamy eyes opened, and he saw Snake. Snake, you scared me. What do you want? Lizard cried. Snake spit his answer from his forked tongue. Lizard, you are always getting the best shadow spots in the heat of the day. This is the only big rock for miles. Why do you share your shade with me? Lizard thought for a moment and then agreed, Snake, you can share my shade spot, but you have to go to the other side of the rock, and you must promise not to interrupt me. Snake was getting annoyed. He hissed, how could I bother you, Lizard? All you are doing is sleeping. Lizard smiled knowingly. Oh, Snake, you are such a silly serpent. I'm not sleeping. I'm dreaming. Snake wanted to know what the difference was, so Lizard explained, dreaming is going into the future, Snake. I go to where future lives. You see, that is why I know you won't eat me today. I dreamed you, and I know you're full of mouse. Snake was taken aback. Why, Lizard, you're exactly right. I wondered why you said you could share your rock. Lizard laughed to himself. Snake, he said, you are looking for shade, and I am looking for shadow. Shadow is where dreams live. Lizard medicine is the shadow side of reality, where your dreams are reviewed before you decide to manifest them physically. Lizard could have getting eaten by the snake if he had so desired. Yet Lizard is the medicine of dreamers. Whether dreamers smoke you or dream you, dreamers can always help you see the shadow. This shadow can be your fears, your hopes, or the very thing you are resisting. But it is always following you around like an obedient dog. If Lizard dreamed a space in your cards today, it may be time to look and see what is following along behind you. Is it your fears, your future, trying to catch up to you? Or is it the part of you that wants to ignore your weaknesses and humanness? Lizards may be telling you, or Lizard may be telling you, to pay attention to your dreams and their symbols. Make a dream log and record all that you remember. Be sure to pay attention to each individual symbol or reoccurring pattern. If you do not remember your dreams, you could try setting a music alarm for 2 a.m. or 3 a.m., or you could try drinking a lot of water before bed and allow your bladder to wake you up. Dreams, I don't advise either one of those. I'll tell you why in a moment. Dreams are very important. Pay attention to them. Now, a word about dreaming. In the shamanic realm, this is a very prominent theme because, as we all know, the world is as we dream it. We dream our manifestations. We dream what we have into our being. So if we're vibrating on that level of I can't, I won't, I'm not, then that's what our dreams manifest. If we're dreaming and taking the time to dream and do that destiny retrieval in our lives of what it is we want to manifest for ourselves, and we're saying, I am, I have, I appreciate, I value, all those wonderful things, those positive vibrations, that's what we're going to dream into our manifestation. If you're dreaming of a new car, Aquarius, now's your opportunity. Right? Concentrate, focus on what it is, because these are two of the bigger messages here with maintaining that focus, maintaining that concentration, holding on to that dream, whether it's a house, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a new vehicle, whether it's a new job, whatever it is. Hold on to that dream and dream big. Don't be afraid to dream big and say, this is what I truly want for myself. Okay, moving on. Archangel messages. See what we get for Aquarius on the collective, please. There it is. There it is. There it is. We have overcoming difficulties. Overcoming difficulties. Archangel Jeremiah, the worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. Right? So you're no longer, Aquarius is no longer dwelling in the what ifs and the negatives. They're like, okay, it's time to really focus in here. And recognize that you're supported on high, that you have things to manifest for yourself as you're healing. Maybe some of you have done some recent healing where you weren't quite sure how things were going to work out. And now it's like, okay, that chapter or that area of your life that you were working on over the past month or so is now transmuting. It's like, okay, now we're going with the flow of things. Now we're moving forward. Oh, there's just a light rain starting. Isn't that nice? Now I'm moving forward in my life. What is it that I dream? What do I want to dream into being? Because the difficult part is now over. And now you can start working on your manifestation. Here we go. Messages that are coming out for Aquarius. I do not read this deck. The Good Tarot you do not read in reverse. Let me just put that down there so we can see what's going on. We've got Temptation, the King of Fire. One more, please, for Aquarius on the collective. What else would you like Aquarius to know on the collective? The remainder of the month of October 2021, please. We're going to look at this in the sense of challenge, advice, and potential outcome, which I think is my favorite 3-card spread. Here we go. What do we have for a potential outcome for Aquarius, please, on the collective? Thank you. Okay. Beautiful. So Aquarius, indeed, it is that time for you to let go of things you feel chained to, those thoughts, those behaviors, those self-limiting beliefs, those addictions, all those things that are the road of temptation that you regret afterwards, that you feel a sense of a commitment to, but it's like a false sense of commitment to it here, Aquarius, because it's hindering growth in your life. It's hindering that true abundance. You're now, like the archangels are saying, you're now transitioning in some fashion. The difficult part is over. Now it's time to grow and nurture what truly satisfies your spirit, what truly satisfies your soul in some form. Your advice here is the King of Fire. It's take leadership, follow, pursue what it is you're passionate about. Again, focus on what the dream is. Focus on overcoming those obstacles in your life. Very strong leader is the way of the King of Fire. He's a dreamer himself. He's a strategist. He comes up with the plans. Now, life is what happens while you're making plans. But if you're on the right road, those things fall into place. Those synchronicities happen so much easier for you guys. And this is really an imaginative energy, right? The King of Fire, he's all about creation and desires and passions. So he's a playful energy on top of this. Really beautiful energy. Use that to your advantage. Where's it headed, though? Here's where it's headed, is the Chariot. So this is all about success. This is all about the victory. Why? Because you've taken a chance. You've gone this race. You've made it through the hard times. You're weighing the pros and cons of the situation at the end of the day. You're looking at where you've been, and you're bringing balance back into your life. This is not necessarily the end of the race or the end of it all. There's always going to be something new. There's always going to be some new challenge. But this is the end of a particular challenge where you've come out on the other side of it successful. This is your victory at hand. And these lovely, lovely horses here are ready to run again for you as soon as you give them the command, after you've sat with things for a little while and kind of basked in your success. Okay, so Aquarius, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Again, thank you all for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really like doing readings like this. It feels more personal. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And hey, if you can catch me on Villagio Strega tonight at 7:30 p.m., you're welcome to. Today is Thursday, August 20th, August 21st, something along those lines. I wish you the best, Aquarius. Blessed be.